And we are this week discussing our seasonal draft for the winter 2023 season. The new year is here. Happy New Year's! Basically, how we do in Annie Pro tradition, we go through the list of all the shows that are coming out for the upcoming season. And in a normal season, we'll pick 5, and we'll have a draft. And then the draft order is basically determined by the previous draft. We take the average of all the scores of all the shows that we picked and see who has the best taste quantitatively every season. And we're keeping track of this. You can follow us along on our seasonal picks and our seasonal awards and all that stuff on anniepropod.com, where I've made a little tab and I'm working on keeping it updated. But this is the easy way to tell who has the best taste according to the numbers. And the numbers do not lie and they will not lie. So who gets the first pick in the 2023 winter draft based on the quality of their taste?
Well, if it was based on the 2 highest scores, then it would be me. But unfortunately, I had one show that really dragged down my average.
Should we quickly...
Beast Tamer, I'll never forgive Beast Tamer.
Yeah, our seasonal wrap up for fall is going to be coming out pretty soon, so you can listen
next week.
Next week?
Yeah, next week. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll hear how poorly some of our picks aged for sure.
Anyway, obviously
like
Mike had the highest average, so he's bragging about it.
So yeah, the order was me, then Cole,
Then me,
and then Jay.
Yes.
and Joseph.
Yeah.
Yes, because Jay actually came fairly close, but then kind of like Cole, he had a couple shows really sewer him, whereas mine were kind of just like so normie that they couldn't possibly do
They
bad.
were pretty average. Yeah.
But Cole did have the 2 best shows for sure out of the list.
Mike's was pretty mid.
You know what?
But
I got some shows
consistently
lined
mid.
up for this season. I'm pretty confident about where I'm going to place this time.
I suspect this draft will be a lot more contentious than
I honestly, I think you're right,
Yeah.
Mike. I think, yeah.
And without further ado, I will say my first show for the fall or winter 2023 season. My first pick was Finland Saga Season 2. This was a slam dunk pick for me, honestly. I love Finland Saga. I'm almost caught up on the manga. I'm caught up to the physical manga.
Okay.
And it comes out quite infrequently, so like I'm only on volume 12 of it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Cole.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, it's a layup. Like this would be probably anyone except for Jay's first overall pick.
I think so too. Like there's really
only because Jay hasn't seen the first season.
Yeah, I do have the manga though, so I mean I could start reading it at any time.
Volumes 1 through 4
should.
cover the first season.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
The thing that I will say about this that is maybe like a little concerning, but if it was any other studio, it would be more concerning, is the switch from Wit to Mappa. But it's Mappa, you know it's good.
Attack on Titan did that switch.
Yeah.
Literally did that switch, and Attack on Titan is still top tier.
I guarantee you we're going to get a lot of people complaining about the fact that, it's a new studio and nothing looks the same, blah, blah,
Listen.
People can't see me roll my eyes, but they just about literally fell out of my head.
If there's one thing that people on the internet are good at doing, it's complaining about things
that don't matter.
I saw online there was a petition to redo Chainsaw Man.
Isn't that upsetting?
Yeah.
That is upsetting.
I shared that to our Discord, and I was like, this is... And then people in our Discord was like... I am leaving the fandom. I still like Chainsaw Man on my own. I'm not part of the fandom anymore.
Honestly, I try and
ridiculous.
Enjoy things in a little bit of a bubble sometimes because, there are just some fandoms that are just insufferable.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah. And I think every fandom has its people that are insufferable for sure.
Yeah.
I think Vinland Saga kind of gets the benefit of the doubt because it is kind of, I don't want to say like a connoisseur's anime. It's not the most popular thing, but the people who really enjoy it are a bit more mature, a bit less insufferable.
It's the most
a bit more mature. Yeah,
seinen of anime, I would say.
Yeah,
and this second season will really put that to the test because as I've said, I've read it. Cole's also read it, and there's the first season is really like a prequel, and then it takes a rather large tonal shift that it actually makes a ton of sense based on the first season and like why they went the way they did with the first season. But the tonal shift here is going to be. It's going to be a little hard for some people who are excited for more of the first season, and then they start with this, and they're going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I could see people being a little
disheartened.
Perturbed.
Yeah.
But
whatever.
Give it. It works. Let the characters develop, let the story tell itself, and just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great manga for a reason, and it's going to be a great anime for a reason. 24 episodes done by Studio Mappa, comes out January 10th. I am very excited for that. Cole, what's your next pick?
My first pick.
Your first pick.
Yes, is one that I've been excited for. It's one show that I get to watch with my brother. He enjoys it. It's Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Second Attack.
Your brother likes the show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird, but awesome.
I'm caught up on the manga. I'm looking forward to the development and the relationship between Nagatoro and her senpai.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
Well,
This, unlike Vinland Saga, is not a connoisseur's anime. This is definitely like
this is a different kind of
mainstream.
No, it's a different kind of connoisseur's anime for sure.
Yeah, this is for the cultured people.
This is
a
the
person's anime.
connoisseur.
Yeah. This is for the people who enjoy the step on me energy.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not
As
pointing
Cole
any
does.
fingers.
As Cole does.
Not pointing any fingers at anyone in particular.
As he points to himself.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm all caught up on the manga. It's just more Nagatoro. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going into it for like the excellent animation.
No, you watch this for the plot.
Yeah, this ain't no Vinland Saga, like I said.
This ain't no Mob Psycho 100 Season 3.
This ain't no Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. This is Season 2 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Releasing January 8th from Studio OLM. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Have either of you watched it or read it?
I gave Season 1 a try, and I dropped it.
I really should give Season 1 a try just so that I can drop it.
You have to... You have to, like, how far did you get into it, Jay?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think I got like 5 episodes in.
You have to, like, ride it out, because, yeah, the start of it is a little,
just
like...
watch the whole show.
I've heard it starts pretty rough. Like, she's actually just mean to him at the beginning.
She's like
she kind of
genuinely like a bully to him.
Yeah, but then, like, it becomes, like... Honestly, I say it all the time about this show, it's low-key very sweet.
Honestly, Cole, I'm a little scared to watch it because I think I will like it.
It's not like it's fun.
Honestly,
it's just a fun show.
Honestly, this would kind of be a funny review to do.
I have thought about it actually.
Yeah, that's not interesting.
I also for
actually that's okay. No,
cool. Lips are sealed. Lips are sealed. It would be a timely review. Is this 24 episodes or 12, Cole? This one.
This one is, where does it say it on here? I'm looking.
It says underneath when it's going to air, how many episodes it is.
Because if it's a 24, then
I think
it'll still be
12.
going.
It's
when
like 12
Cole's
or
review
13.
comes up.
It doesn't say on here, so
they
I
haven't
would
announced it yet.
Probably 12. I would assume 12.
Probably 12.
I would assume 12. But we're getting new characters in it, so
okay. Are we going to get to see Nagatoro's tan lines some more? Because I do like that.
Of course we are. It's Nagatoro.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. We get fangs, we get tan lines, and we get teasing. It's a good time.
Cole does like the teasing.
Cole doos. Jay, what do you like with your third pick?
My first draft pick for winter 2023 is, in no surprise to anyone, Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4 by Studio Bones. I love the manga. I loved seasons 1 to 3, and season 4 is going to be probably the best arc from the manga. It's my favorite arc, and it's the arc that's currently going on in the physical release in English of the manga. I'm very excited for it because like it genuinely is the reason why it's on my favorites list on any list. And
this
Studio
arc?
Sorry?
This arc is?
Yeah, this upcoming arc. And Studio Bones is doing it. Studio Bones does some crazy good stuff. They did the first 3 seasons, so like if you've seen seasons 1 to 3, you know kind of like where in an idea of where it'll go in terms of animation but yeah, super excited for it.
I haven't watched it. Mike, you have, right?
I am actually caught up on Bungo Stray Dogs, and I would describe it as the most 7 out of 10 thing I've ever watched. It's good. But at no point was I ever like, I guess I was, but at no point was I ever like, man, I really need more of this. You know what I mean? But then I watched all of it. So it's kind of like,
yeah,
do with that information what you will.
It was engaging enough to keep your interest for the whole,
for 3 seasons.
The whole time.
In like my books, it's like almost like a Fast and the Furious of anime, where it's like, you're at no point are you ever like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. but it's good enough.
See, I thought that
But I know it
same
has a lot of
thing
fans.
for the first 2 seasons. And
First season's rough, I will say that.
first
and then
season
it gets
is
better.
very rough.
Yeah.
Second season gets a lot better, and then season 3, like, it starts to like teeter upward, but then season 4 it just gets like a great incline up. So
Or it's due to, because they could ruin this.
It's
It
due
has
to.
happened.
Yeah, it has happened. But I'm confident because Bones did a good job with the adaptations for the first 3 seasons, so I don't see how it could, but it definitely could.
It's a massive property too. I think they'll give it the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very popular. And it's coming out on January 5th.
January 5th. Nice.
Yeah. And I think it's announced for Crunchyroll, so you can watch it on Crunchyroll.
Hey, there you go. That's going to be probably a 24 episode or 12 episodes probably, eh?
Yeah, I think it's just a one-core show.
Yeah.
Cole or Mike, what's your what's your next pick?
It's me. My second pick was one that I kind of wasn't sure if Cole was going to take or not, but it's Trigun Stampede by Studio Orange.
I would have taken it.
Would have?
I knew you would have.
I had a feeling.
I knew
Studio
you would.
Orange,
Yeah.
like, they're one of my favorite studios.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be watching this.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's kind of why I picked it ahead of the other shows here. Because I kind of wanted to watch it because I haven't seen the original Trigun, and I kind of want to see. I want to do the thing where I watch this first and then go back and watch the original Trigun. Kind of do like the reverse of the way the Lord meant it to be. You know what I mean? And really just see what it is. And then normally I'm a little cautious with CG anime too. Like I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I'm just more cautious than normal. But I trust Studio Orange to.
Yeah, exactly.
They know what they're doing. And I've watched the trailer for this one too, and it looks good. It's actually. Honestly, like, based on my knowledge of the original Trigun, I would not have guessed anything that was happening in this trailer to be part of the original story. And I don't know if it was or not, but it looks very interesting. It looks very, like, sci-fi in the wasteland kind of vibes, and I'm here for it. I'm here for E-Boy Vash, too, as well.
I like Vash's design.
Yeah.
You know what? This is going to be the one that everybody complains about, though.
I agree. This one's going to definitely drag down my... my score at the end of the season, I think.
I'm not too sure about that. Like, I have a feeling that it's going to be at least relatively popular.
It has so much going against it, though, Jay. It has the CG, which is an instant, like, low rating for people. It has the remake of a beloved classic, which is an instant, like, no, people aren't going to be happy with it. There's a lot for the haters to grab hold of here.
You say that, but the Fruits Basket remake was well received.
That is true.
That's true.
That is
That's
a great point.
argument.
That is a great point.
Yeah.
So
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Studio Orange, this one comes out in January 7th. Somewhere around that 24-hour period, you will be able to watch this show. I believe it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know if they've actually said.
I think I think it is on Crunchyroll.
I think it's Crunchyroll.
I think it's Crunchyroll.
I think I remember seeing the trailer through Crunchyroll.
Oh, yes, it is on the Crunchyroll thing. Yep, we're good. Cool. Cole, what's your next pick?
Well, seeing as you stole Trigun away from me, I'm going to steal one away from you and go with Nier Automata version 1.1a, the much anticipated adaptation of the critically acclaimed video game Nier Automata.
Can I be honest with you, Cole?
Yeah.
When I was picking Trigun, I had to like basically flip a coin in my head of whether I wanted to watch Trigun or Nier. And I said in my head, you know what? I'm tossed up on it. Which one would Cole want to watch more? And I suspected the answer would be Nier, so I left it for you. Was I correct?
Either one works. I'll watch both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to watch both of these too.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
This is from A1, so like,
yes.
You know, A1's always solid. It's starting on January 8th on Crunchyroll. The game is great, obviously. Probably a solid 9.
The thing I'm really excited about for the Nier Automata anime is they said that it's not going to be one-to-one with the game, which I think it needs, because if it's going to be one-to-one with the game, it might be a bit hard to adapt. But because it's like it's changing a couple of things, it'll be interesting. And at the same time, you're not just going to need to, like, it's not just one of those things where you can just go play the game and you already know how the story is going to go.
Yeah.
I think you need to do that too, because I think if you stick too closely to the game, it doesn't translate well to like a visual, like a TV anime or a movie or something like that.
Right.
Well, right. And obviously the thing that everybody points out is games are an interactive media.
Right.
Which is a totally different experience than watching something passive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Watching something passive.
And like the game has multiple endings, which like how would you do in anime form?
Yeah. But that just means that they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Look at Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fate has its Yeah.
I'm
We all
excited.
know Fate.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one. I know A1's going to do a good job, and it's so beloved that the budget's going to be behind it too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It'll be a gorgeous show for sure. Yeah. Looking forward to this one. Jay, what are you looking forward to?
Did you say when that one comes out?
I think I did.
I don't remember.
If I didn't, it's January 8th.
Beauty.
January 8th. So this next show is going to come out of nowhere. I have a very sneaking suspicion about this. And that is Spy Classroom by Studio Feel. This show is essentially, because I think this is the first show that doesn't really have any knowledge behind it aside from people who've read the light novel. It's a new IP.
Are you amongst the people who've read the light novel?
I have read volume 1 of the light novel, so I know what it's about.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, Jay's
come
one
on.
of the
I wouldn't have
people.
picked it so high if I hadn't. But so this one is essentially set in a world where spies and espionage is kind of like the way of how warfare is conducted.
Isn't that the real world?
Yeah, but like it's not like in terms of like instead of like armies fighting, it's rather just like mostly spy warfare. And so like a ton of these girls are hired for a mission that is considered an impossible mission because it's a mission that like top of the line spies have failed before. So all of these girls are like very amateurish at their job. None of them are like really that good at anything, but they're all hired to do this thing, and they're brought together by like one of the best spies in the world to accomplish this impossible mission. And it's just about these girls trying to accomplish impossible missions.
It's My Hero Academia
with
spies.
waifus.
I'd
and
say
spies.
more like Lycoris Recoil, I feel.
The vibe I get from the poster that it gives here on Annie List, it just feels, and I know it's like a different vibe to it, but it feels like Eminence in Shadow, like the cast of characters kind of. That's why when I saw it, I was like, not only is the fact that I know Jay likes this property, I'm like, this show is made for Jay.
Honestly,
it's a cast of like pretty waifus doing things.
I feel like it's going to be more in line with the people who like Lycoris Recoil and things like that, because it's just like a ton of cute girls doing spy things is essentially the
I'm
hook of the
hoping
show.
that they're like powerful girls too, because like that's part of the Lycoris Recoil appeal, right?
They get stuff done.
Yeah,
they do get stuff done. And there's like there's a very intriguing part of it, just like them learning more about becoming better spies and just their interactions with each other that I really like. All of them are really well fleshed out in that, and I'm really excited for this one. It's coming out on January 5th on High Dive, which I think will hurt it a lot because not as many people have High Dive. But honestly, if you do have High Dive, give this a shot. I'm confident in this one.
I'll probably check that one out too.
Strong words from Jason.
I don't know how much my words hold, considering I didn't watch Chainsaw Man, and I'm normally the hipster, but like genuinely, give it a shot.
You know what, Jay?
It's
you do have some bangers actually. I will say that because you dive into like the depths and the muck. You get some bangers in there. You find some diamonds in the rough for sure.
Yeah. So give it a shot, and
you dive into the muck so that we don't have to.
That's right.
Yeah, that's kind of my role here. Mike.
Speaking of the muck and diving into things, this one is probably my most left field pick, I would think. I picked Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, done by Studio Mappa, which is a big part of the reason I picked this one. It's essentially a show about it's an isekai, first of all, where a salaryman gets transported into like another world. And then basically like he does the whole thing that happens at the beginning of every isekai where they're like, oh, okay, you're here. You're going to use your skill to help save our kingdom. And then he's like, actually, I kind of don't think so. I'm really only good at cooking. So I'm just going to cook if that's okay. And then he just like basically goes around and cooks. And it's Studio Mappa. So there's going to be like tons of like food porn in it, which is going to be great. And he has like this big dog that kind of comes along with him and helps him. I don't know. It looks kind of comfy. It looks kind of fun. It's like slice of life, isekai.
Oh, it's based off
with like food porn and stuff. Based off a light novel.
It is based off a light novel.
The light novel has like medium scores. I don't know how light novel fans are with rating things, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But
see, the thing about obscure light novels is the more you dig into it, the less you'll see people actually rate them.
Okay.
You'll just like get people coming out of the woodwork reading them and then not doing anything. So generally, light novel ratings for obscure light novels on AniList are not really that trustworthy.
Okay, that's good to know. It could be good or bad, but big part of the reason I kind of took a leap of faith on this one is Studio Mappa. It's at the very worst, it's going to be pretty to look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the very worst.
It's interesting that you went with the comfy anime, or the potential to be the comfy anime.
I went with 2 comfy anime this season, actually. I was kind of surprised by my choices a little bit.
So you know what? That is actually true. You normally don't go for those, Mike.
I think Reincarnated as a Sword awoke something in me. I think
that's the one. That was the one.
Here's the thing. For me to watch the comfy anime, I still need a little bit of the action. You know what I mean? It can't be just comf for the comf's sake. There has to be it has to be comfy with a bit going on as well.
You know what, Mike?
Which is what I feel like this is. It's basically because I watched Reincarnated as a Sword, I kind of took a leap of faith on this one too.
And I think it might pay off. I'm just looking at this and I think that this one might be up my alley. So
it looks pretty good, eh?
I might need to check it out.
Yeah. That one will be available for you to watch on January 10th on Crunchyroll. Studio Mappa doing Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. I've only seen that last little part with My Absurd Skill on here, but that is the light novel title. I think on Crunchyroll it's just Campfire Cooking in Another World.
Probably.
Yeah. Cole, what's your next pick?
It's a bit more pithy. My next pick is Tomochan is a Girl.
I'm actually really excited for this one.
This looked like a J show when you picked this one. I was surprised.
This show, I think, is gonna scratch that like
comfy itch.
Not comfy itch, but that kind of dramatic like romance ish.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Scratch what I just said. You're totally right, Cole.
And I mean, we got a Tom girl main character played by Jay. Who's she played by? Rie Takahashi.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, this show's
done.
I think this show's gonna be good. I think this show will be a lot of fun. Yeah. Basically, it's about pair of friends, childhood friends, and the girl is in love with the boy, but the boy like kind of just treats her as one of the bros. Doesn't really like treat her as a girl, so that's what the whole premise is about.
I think like he didn't even realize she was a girl until like later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
We got Studio Les Deux. 13 episodes starting on January 5th on Crunchyroll. I will be watching this show intently.
I don't know if I will, but I do see one thing that definitely sells it for you, Cole.
What?
There's a lot of fang going on in this show.
Yeah, the main character is very cute.
The main character, girl, tomboy, definitely has a lot of
short
fang
hair,
going on.
fang. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a cool show.
This is strong best girl of the season.
Refer back to Nagatoro as well for fang.
Yes.
There might be a trend here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my second pick. I'm looking forward to it. Mike, Jay.
No,
sorry, Jay. We've
been doing this. What has been the episode of us forgetting about Jay? But they forgot about Jay.
You know what? I am quitting the podcast, and
come on! I just dropped the Dr. Dre reference. You can't quit the podcast now.
But okay, I guess I'll do my next pick. My next pick is The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten by Studio Project Number 9.
Studio Project Number 9.
Oh, one of my favorite studios.
Never heard of them before.
They did
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
They did things like My Stepmom's Daughter Is My Ex and Love After World Domination. Both shows I watched and liked.
Okay.
But honestly, like I've read the light novel for this and I really, really like it. It's just like a very sweet, wholesome romance anime about a boy and a girl who live next door to each other, and just like as the title implies, she just like cooks for him all the time and like takes care of him. And that's basically the premise.
Mm-hmm.
What's this one called?
The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten.
It has the title's for some reason only in Japanese on AniList.
Yeah, I'm just going off the light novel title.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there is an English title for the anime.
On AniList, Cole, it's Otonari no Tenshi-sama ni Itsumo no Kina Dame Nin something, and it's cut
Ningen
off.
si
It's too long.
saretita ken.
There you go. And when I was running through all the things with my wife Shazana, I pointed at this one, and she like legitimately, I didn't even actually say who drafted it. She said Jay drafted that one, didn't he? Just from the picture.
I mean, this one's just like a very comfy show.
And when I click on her Annie list, she's laying in his lap while playing a video game. So this is a good pick by Jay for him.
There are currently 4 light novel volumes out right now. So if you want to check this out, you can go check out the light novel as well. But I genuinely love it. Just a very, very cute romance between boy and a girl. It's all it really is.
Which is fine.
And it's on Crunchyroll.
It's all you need.
I believe.
It's all you need.
Hasn't been announced yet, so
hasn't been announced.
We'll have to find out.
Good luck with that.
Mike, what's your next pick?
My next pick is a show that I am not very excited to watch, but I know I will watch. I picked Tokyo Revengers Season 2.
Wow.
I watched the first season, and very much like what I said about, what was the show I said? Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs. I didn't really love this show, but there was enough there for me to keep watching, I think. I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to watch Season 2. I've heard this arc in the manga from people who've read it is like one of the best arcs too, so it might redeem itself a little bit. We'll find out.
I have a bone to pick with Tokyo Revengers.
Uh-oh.
Everybody does.
I
thought everybody loved this show.
It's mixed. It's a mixed bag.
It's a very, very mixed bag. When it first started, I was invested in the premise and the characters and everything, and I thought like this is something special. And then it made me want to read the manga, so I went and read the manga, caught up on the manga, and I've definitely mentioned this in the Discord or on Twitter before, but like it takes like it goes up in quality a little bit, and then like it hits a point and just takes a gigantic nosedive.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. But I think this is supposed to be the good stuff in this season.
Yeah.
From what I've heard from people.
This
is
is
talk on the
choice.
streets. Yeah.
Choice cut.
I finished the manga and I'm just kind of like, I'm done. I don't
need any more.
I think
this show will definitely not have the viewership of the first season, I don't think. But it is still very popular. It's the number 7th most popular anime so far of 2023. And number 4 for winter 2023. It's by Studio Linden Films, which I think they also did the first season. Comes out on January 8th. And I'm expecting it to be probably another 24 episodes.
Probably.
But I don't know. I just expect it to be. It's, I think, Crunchyroll. I don't think it's been said,
Crunchyroll
actually.
has it. They had the first season.
It should be Crunchyroll. Yep. I don't know what else to say about this show. I'm going to probably... I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch all of it. I'm probably going to watch it with Shazana, and I'm going to think it's probably also just okay.
I hope the OP is as good as the first one, because that OP
I hope so. Good. That OP was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see who's the bad guy in it.
Kisaki?
Kisaki. Yeah, he's legitimately like one of like the best villains of like the last couple seasons for me.
Yeah.
He's so hateable.
Yeah, but, I get that.
Yeah, I'm sure you know manga spoilers or something. That
as a manga fan,
as Jay does.
As a manga fan, I am just sitting,
silent.
I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I'm chilling.
Jay at all times is like he's that guy who's like just vibrating, trying not to spoil stuff. So yeah, we're gonna move on.
Legitimately, the reason Cole and I are friends is because he lets me spoil things for him.
Probably, yeah.
Jay is bursting with spoilers.
I know. And then I'm like, Cole like does not care about spoilers, and there's certain spoilers I don't mind, and there's certain spoilers I get very upset about. So it's like a mixed bag. I just prefer not to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like when Lloyd dies in Spy Family, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I just know. I'm current on Spy Family, so nice try.
Yeah, but maybe our listeners aren't.
Yeah. Anyway, Cole, what's your next
Don't
pick?
try and trick our listeners.
Yeah, our listeners are nice people, okay?
They pay our bills.
No, they're just nice people. I'm
nice
joking.
people.
I'm joking.
They're lovely people.
I wouldn't
love
do that.
them all.
I wouldn't do that.
Happy
to you
New
guys.
Year, listeners.
Happy New Year.
Don't listen to Jay. He's a hater.
Podcast villain. Certified.
Certified, yep. Cole, tell us your next show.
This is one I'm surprised got a second season, but I really did enjoy the first season. Inspector Season 2 is my next pick.
I was surprised too, actually.
The first season was fun. Season 2 I think will be good too. It's interesting. Like it's a paranormal show, cute girl with one leg.
Very
What?
solid show.
Really?
Yeah, she's only got one leg.
I'm looking at the
leg's
picture
prosthetic.
here. Oh, really?
Yeah, also she only has one eye. The other eye's a glass eye.
That's You can't tell from the picture. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's part of it. Yeah, first season's a lot of fun. I would recommend it as like a show that's kind of slipped under the radar in the last couple years. And yeah, I'm just really surprised that there's a season 2. It's from Brain's Base, starting January 9th. Doesn't say how many episodes it is, but it is on Crunchyroll. I will definitely watch this. Jay, did you watch this? Season 1?
I watched like the first 3/4 of season 1, then I dropped it.
Nice.
You know.
That's a classic Cole move.
That's a stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The funny thing about it is I recommended season 1 to you.
Did you?
I did.
So
I don't remember.
This show has
I remember watching the show as it came out.
So
maybe
I passed
you
it
did
off to Cole and then I dropped it.
Classic.
I think this might have been one of those shows where like the season was starting and you're like, you should watch this.
Yeah.
Listen, Jay's got people for that. He has people to watch shows for him.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. This one has a funny tag too on it. I'm looking at the tags on AniList. It has not only the urban fantasy and ghost tags and the female protagonist and detective tags, but the heterosexual tag, which I think is pretty funny. Why is that the tag?
Because they're a couple.
Yeah, because it's between a guy and a girl. It's a romance between a guy and a girl.
Okay.
The girl loves the guy and the guy doesn't love her back. It's fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of them.
Also, the guy is Mamoru Miyano, which is always a delight.
Oh, he's always good.
He's always a lot of fun. But honestly, this character is a bit more subdued than what he usually does. This ain't no I am a mad scientist. Isn't that cool? Or whatever he says. That's so cool.
Rintaro Okabe?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
Or the manager from
Let's
Finland
stop
Saga.
singing to our mic.
Is this good ASMR for you listeners out there?
No, they hate it.
They hate it so much.
Why don't you tell us what your our next pick is?
My next
you
pick
have one more.
For our draft is Kobo won't let me be invisible by Studio Pine Jam.
I know this is one you've been pumping up.
I love the manga. It's another one of those like boy gets like not teased, but like
he's a wallflower.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of ignores him.
Yeah, and she's the one person who doesn't ignore him, and so
does he have a challenge to get a bunch of friends?
No, it's more just
we've seen this story before.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
it's
reverse
more just
Comey,
like
isn't it?
two of them, really.
It's reverse Hitori Bochi.
And here's the thing, Cole. You know who plays the main girl?
I'm gonna go with I don't know.
Kana
Hanazawa.
Oh, I'm in. Sign me up.
I honestly like.
She has a teasing look to her too.
She does have like tease energy to her, at least for the first little bit. Like I feel like if you like things like Takagi-san, you'll like this. So like I feel like Cole will be into this. Cole?
This does look like a Cole show. I think he's watching the trailer right now, if I had to guess.
Yeah, he might be.
So he might not be listening to us. Honestly, this show, the reviews for the manga actually are pretty good too. So this is a sneaky show. I was surprised when Cole didn't pick this one, and when it also surprised that it made it to our last round. Because I thought there was quite a bit of love for this show, actually.
Yeah, no, I adore the manga, and like the only reason I picked it so late is because like I have other shows that I also just really love. But I wanted to make sure that I was watching this show and that people knew this show's mine.
Oh, well, why did you save it to the last round if you wanted to put a stamp of dominance on it?
Because I want to put a stamp of dominance on my other shows too.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Did you say when it comes out?
No, I did not. But it comes out on January 10th, 2023 to High Dive. So that might be a bit of a hit to some people.
There you go. Jay's definitely keeping his High Dive subscription this year.
I am keeping my High Dive subscription.
I don't need to ask anymore. I know for sure. Jay's got his High Dive subscription this season.
I've got 2 shows that I got to watch, and also Eminence in Shadow and Urusei Yatsura, so.
Of course, naturally. Yeah. Oh yeah, Urusei Yatsura is going to continue, I guess, eh?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's quite a few episodes.
Yeah, and anyway, Mike, what is your next pick?
All right, so for my last pick of the draft, my 5th and final pick, I have selected... So I was tossed up on this one between this show and another one, and I almost went with the other one because it's more popular of a show, and I wanted to do the viewers a service. You know me, I'm all about the listeners. I'm all about them.
Look, Mike, just do what you like. Don't worry about other people.
As Jay's alluding to, at my heart and at my core, I'm a selfish son of a bitch, so I picked Beaufort Season 2. And I am excited. I have to watch first season of this to actually watch the second season. I did Cole with Usaki-chan, where I haven't finished the first season, but I'm going to watch the second season. I'm basically giving myself homework to watch this.
You know what,
show.
Mike? This may be a good first light novel for you.
Oh, maybe
the light
if I
novel
do
does
like
exist.
it. Yeah, kind of like I said with the comfy vibes of Campfire Cooking in Another World. This show almost basically was solely picked because of the awakening within me that reincarnated as a sword has caused. I just want to watch a cute little daughter-like character bash her way through the world, and I think that's what this is. So we'll find out if I love this or hate this. This one's going to be by Studio Silver Link. It will be available on January 11th, 2023, based on a light novel. The main girl is Kaede Hondo. I've heard this show actually has surprisingly good action scenes. I've heard Maple's a really good main character too, so I'm kind of excited for this one. I think it's going to be the same vibes as Reincarnated as a Sword, maybe actually even a step up from it if I had to take a guess. Plus, it is available on Crunchyroll, so it's going to be more popular for sure. I didn't realize so many people actually liked the first season of this one too.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
This season's pretty popular. You know who else is in this show, Mike?
No.
My girl, Sari Hayami.
Is she really?
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's Kasumi. I see that now.
Yeah. I may need to pick
now Mike's got to put a picture of her in this video edit too.
That was my master plan.
Yes. I'm so lucky that you guys give all this work to me.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah. That's our
Honestly,
job.
I've gotten so good at the YouTube videos that it's just not even it doesn't even take any effort anymore. It's just so easy to me.
Just shuts
so powerful.
off brain.
I'm just like Maple. Everything is just so easy to me. Hopefully. I hope that plays out well. I don't know anything about Maple.
You know what? Beaufort could also be a good review.
I actually was thinking that Beaufort season 1 could have been a good review as well, but we have too many reviews, too little time is the problem.
Yeah. But I mean, like, hey, we have a lot that we could talk about, but look forward to our next review at the end of the month.
I was actually thinking I have a little bit of regret that I should have made Finland Saga season 1 my review for this season instead of Charlotte, but live and let learn, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well.
You know what? We'll enjoy Charlotte.
Yeah, Cole, tell us your next show. And final show.
My next and final show is one that I feel great shame in picking.
Don't feel shame, Cole. Just
so
loud and proud. Tell us what you got.
So shameful.
I picked the show that's called My Life as Inukai's Sans Dog.
I was waiting for you to pick this show.
I'm expecting a lot of fan service in this one.
Oh God, yes.
I think it'll be cute though. I think it'll be cute for the one episode that I watch of it.
One episode.
You're gonna watch this whole damn show.
I'm gonna watch one episode and then I'm gonna be like,
Must watch more.
This is from Studio Quad, my favorite animation studio. It's starting on January 7th.
Can I be honest with you, Cole? Have you watched the trailer for this?
Yeah. So yeah, I did.
In the trailer, the character literally gets nude and then is petting the dog. So
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, the tags here, 79% on it is nudity. So that's interesting.
They actually I've never seen censorship in a trailer before, so I think you're in for a ride here.
Okay.
Watch it be full-blown hentai, and it turns out that High Dive needs to drop it because it's just too much.
This one kind of reminds me of, you remember a couple seasons ago, there was that one where I think it's called like Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher, or something like that?
Yeah.
It has that vibe to it, where it's like, it's not hentai.
I can't believe it's not hentai.
No, it's not like Harriman and Labyrinth of Another World, where it's like, this is just hentai light. This is like where it's like, it's not hentai, but if it did one more step, it would be. You know what I mean?
Like,
so
I can't believe it's not
hentai.
So
close. Yeah.
I didn't know that when I picked it, but you know what? I'll stand by it. This will be one that I will watch in shame. Probably not
on the big screen.
You know what? Yeah. Cole's gonna watch this with pride, and he's gonna come back for our check-in and be like, you know what?
Show of the season.
Anime the season.
Yep.
I doubt it. Jay, what's your last pick?
My final pick is for the viewers. No, but I genuinely do like this show myself. My final pick is The Misfit of Demon King Academy Season 2. I loved Season 1, just like all the people out there who did as well, and I'm very excited to watch Season 2. I don't really know too much about like where the show's gonna go. I kind of want to leave myself in the dark about that, but I love season 1. And you know, Anos Voldegod is an overpowered, hilarious protagonist who throws castles and kills people with his own heartbeat, and I'm excited to see what he does next.
This was the one I was tossed up between it and Beaufort, and I went with Beaufort. And I'm glad you picked it, because I might watch this one too, actually. I might do double homework.
It looks over the top in a fun way.
It does.
That's
doesn't take itself too
exactly what it
seriously.
is. That's exactly what it is. It's super over the top. It takes itself like seriously just enough to be funny, but like I wouldn't be surprised if like the stuff that people are laughing at is supposed to be like 100% straight, and it's just like people are laughing at it because it can't be serious at all. But like,
you know what this is?
What's that?
It's Villain One Punch Man.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
It kind of gives me the same feeling too as Eminence and Shadow from this last season here too, where like the character's really overpowered and just kind of like a bit of a goof at the same time.
Kinda, yeah.
But I don't know anything about it, so. Yeah.
It kind of feels like that. I'd say like One Punch Man is probably more of an apt comparison, because like in the afterword of Volume 1, the author literally said like, what if the main character was already at the end of his development, which is what Saitama is. So, you know, but I do definitely see the comparison to Eminence and Shadow as well, where like it's just super overpowered character in a fantasy world.
Yeah, just the same kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Where is this one going to be available? Do you know?
This one I believe is on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it says Crunchyroll in the trailer.
Yeah. And I was honestly tossed up for this one as well, because I am also very excited for Ayakashi Triangle. I love the manga for this one. But I
think you made the right choice of doing the more popular show.
See, it's A, the more popular show, and B, could get my average score up. And I want to win.
Too, yeah.
I want to win.
And with you picking this one too, when I go to most popular on AniList, we have the first one that we don't have on the list is the 4th season part 2 of Dunmachi, which I'm probably going to try to watch as well. But like, we've covered our bases here. The shows people are watching, we're watching, which I like. I like when that happens.